All right, everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to have a wonderful guest, number 67. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro for you guys as we show our guest, and we'll be back with you in about a minute. Thank you to Do We Really Know Them? All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is our 67th episode from all the four seasons. This is the 21st episode. We have Thomas Hoon today. Let's bring him on. He's waiting in the back. Three, two, one. Hello there. Good morning to you. Good
Hello.
afternoon. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm great, doing well. It's Wednesday for me. It's Thursday for you, right?
Yes, it's Thursday 8 a.m. for me.
Oh, wow. Amazing, amazing. How has your week been?
It's wonderful. It's always, every day is a wonderful day. So we start the day fresh and new, go for our goals, go for our challenges, and I enjoy every day.
Amazing. It's always good to start with a positive note, definitely. Amazing. Tell us your name and where are you from?
I'm actually from a sunny island called Singapore. I'm not too sure whether you know where Singapore is, but we are in the Southeast Asia.
Amazing. And how do you pronounce your name?
My name is Thomas Hoon, Hoon. Hoon.
Oh, amazing, amazing. And that is a typical Chinese name. Your name.
Okay, basically, Hoon is the family name, which is also the last name. So I'm from a family of Hoons. I'm the
Oh,
24th generation of Hoon.
amazing. That's amazing. All right, excellent. All right, we already have some people in the audience here. We have Adriana saying hi. What's
Hello.
on? Somebody named Goofy Luffy. All right.
Luffy, 67. I love 67. I'm guest number 67 as well.
Oh yes, yes, amazing. That's what a coincidence. There's 67 there. All right, thank you for joining us. They're waiting there. All right.
Yeah, 67 rocks.
Amazing. Okay, tell us an important aspect of your culture that Americans don't know about you.
Okay. I'm a Singaporean Chinese. So as you're probably aware, I actually work in China. So I speak the Chinese language. I have Chinese customs, and we practice a lot of Chinese practices. We celebrate events like Chinese New Year. We celebrate Dumpling Festival. We celebrate Winter Solstice. So we follow a lot of the Chinese traditions. My grandparents came down from China to Singapore. And basically, my father was born in Singapore. I'm actually the second generation of Singaporean Chinese. So we practice a lot of Chinese customs.
Amazing. So Singapore is actually borders Malaysia. Am I correct?
Oh, yes, you are right.
Okay, perfect. That's way far there, but you were born there. But that's amazing. I'm gonna show them a map here for people who don't know, and it's good for people to know culturally where that is, and then we'll get more into details about what you do and all that. It's more of a fun show, and let me see if this is sharing the screen. Okay, there we go. So you basically we'll talk a little bit about this here. So Singapore is like a peninsula. It borders some water here, correct?
Yes, that's the streets of Malacca.
Oh, okay, amazing, amazing. And do you like going to the ocean and like seeing the water there? I'm sure it's amazing. Different animals, right?
Yes, but there's a lot of logistics and ships here because this is where ships from China go all the way to India. That's how they do the shipping. So it goes
Oh,
through these Straits of Malacca. So Singapore is actually at a very strategic point.
oh, so they pass through this way and then they come down
Yeah.
here through this
So the
path.
port, yeah, let me just have a look. The port is basically most of the port going to India comes from Guangzhou or Shenzhen. So from
Uh-huh.
there, they'll sail all the way down towards this strait, go down to Singapore, probably stop over at Singapore from some refilling, then
Yeah.
before going to India and Africa.
Oh, amazing, amazing. That's awesome. All right, excellent. You can stop the sharing here. Amazing. Tell us a little bit of the food and some of that's your favorite in this part of the world.
Okay, I will first talk about Singapore first. I was born and grew up in Singapore, and I'm a Hainanese. So Hainanese basically come from a place in Hainan, in China called Hainan Island. And in Singapore, the Hainanese loves the Hainanese chicken rice.
Ah,
It's probably invented in Singapore, and we love to eat chicken rice because it's part of our culture. It's been known internationally, and my mom cooks the best chicken rice. That's why I fell in love with it. And typically, I'll go for a Singaporean breakfast.
ooh,
So hard-boiled eggs, some bread with some kaya. Kaya is a coconut jam, as well as butter. So that's my typical breakfast, and this is my staple food every day. I've been
amazing,
having I've been having it for the past 48 years, and I couldn't get the. I actually enjoy it eating every day.
amazing. And first of all, mom's food is always the best, right? They always know how to
Oh,
cook. Amazing.
precisely. No
And
matter
that
how old are you.
amazing, amazing. Exactly, exactly. We always enjoy that. Awesome. All right, let's continue here. Okay, if growing connections were a superpower, what would your or yeah your superpower would be, or what would be the hero name? What would be the name for that hero and signature move?
Sure. Thomas the connector.
Thomas the Connector. Amazing, amazing. What would be your superpower?
Connecting people, bridging people from east to west, bridging people from Southeast Asia to China, bridging people from America to China and Southeast Asia. That's my connect. That's my superpower. That's what I do for a living, and that's what I enjoy doing every day of my life.
Amazing. Who is there one particular connection or two that you connected with that stands out for you from your connections?
There's many people I connected. I've been in this line for 26 years. There's many people that I connected,
Yeah.
but there's one particular that I remember clearly because they are big. They are basically I connected Tencent in China to the central bank in Philippines. This is something that I always remember because it's one of the biggest deal that I've done. It requires lots of maneuvering and knowing connections and knowing the right people. So I enjoy doing things like this, helping business succeed in a new market.
Amazing, amazing, awesome. I see a comment here, but it didn't come up here from Timothy Gleason. It says, "Hi, Thomas. Greetings from Australia." All right, maybe
Hey, mate.
he's a good friend of yours, I guess.
He's a
Awesome.
good friend of mine. He's a great surfer and he's doing this Surf February for cancer patients. So in February, do watch out for his posts and support him whenever possible.
Amazing, amazing. Oh yes, I've been meeting a lot of connections from the Australia area, so that's amazing there. So amazing, awesome. Okay, let's move on. Okay, what's a remarkable cuisine from your country that we can learn and appreciate about? I know you mentioned a little bit. Is there a particular? Give us the name of it and describe it for us.
Um, I did mention about Hainanese chicken rice.
Hmm.
So why Hainanese chicken rice is so popular in the world? Because first of all, it's invented in Singapore.
Yeah.
It's basically cooked with pandan leaves and chicken to make the rice very fragrant. if you ever tasted chicken rice in Southeast Asia, whether is it in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, you feel that the rice is different from what we normally eat. It's not white rice. It's basically rice which is cooked with pandan leaves, and it tastes awesome.
I have a gift for you. Is this it?
Oh, yes, that's it.
No, it looks amazing. It looks fabulous. So, how often do you eat this? Let's say in a month. How often do you?
Unfortunately, they are very high in calories.
Yes.
So I'll probably eat it once a week.
Okay. Once a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was saying once a month. How often? But once a week. Good.
You
Okay.
can never say no to chicken rice.
Oh, I'm sure it's all good. Anything with rice and chicken is always good, especially with chicken. It's amazing. I eat chicken and rice maybe once or twice a week as well too. So amazing. Okay, I'm sure the people got the name of that. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, what is one myth people believe or believes about doing business with China?
Oh, this is a tough question.
Yeah.
China, as you probably know, is a big country. So when you talk about China, you are talking about so many different places. So I can only give experience based on where I am working in. So I'm based in a place called Guangzhou, which is southern China. So typically, when people talk about China, they think that China is producing cheap products. They think that if you want to buy cheap products, please go to China. But to me, it's totally different. It's no longer this case because China is moving up the supply chain. It's no longer just a cheap place for production. It's a factory. It's a full ecosystem. So why is the myth that China isn't cheap? Let me give you a real example. People talk about Apple moving to India, right? In the past 1 or 2 years, you see news about talking it. But the truth is, Apple is still relying heavily in China for manufacturing. Why? Because China has the entire ecosystem in place. The supply chain, skilled workers, factories, logistics, the speed is all there. So if Apple want to produce a new iPhone quickly, China can do it fast at scale. Yes, India built great factories too, but to reach the same level of ecosystem, it takes time. So people thought that if I want to produce something cheap, go to China. But no, China can produce good premium products too. So that's the myth that people actually misunderstand. And the other thing that people misunderstood about China is difficult to operate. China is different. Chinese government control the business. Personally, I've been there for 13 years. Yes, China is different, but it's not as complicated if you understand the rules. The truth is, if you understand how they operate and you connect with it, it could be one of the most rewarding place to build a business.
Amazing. That's awesome. That's amazing. But yeah, good to talk about that and know that people think it's cheap and all that with the goods and all that. But everything is made in China, isn't it?
Almost everything.
Almost everything. Yeah. All right. Great. Let's go back here and go to the next one. Okay. Now, why do cross-border partnerships between China and other countries often fail? And I think you kind of mentioned this a bit.
Oh yes, we actually read nightmare stories every time on the news. Why cross border partnerships fail? In my personal opinion, the biggest issue comes from different expectations about speed and communication, different negotiation styles, different definitions of commitment and trust, and lack of clarity of goals and timeline. So I can share an example of one of the company in Thailand in which I spoke to. They actually wanted to partner with Chinese manufacturer. So the Thai company expected a long and slow negotiation because they thought it would take months. But the Chinese manufacturer actually moved very fast. And when they didn't get a clear commitment from the Thai company, they stopped replying. So the Thai company got frustrated and said, hey, I spent money on buying the prototype. I spent money on getting a unit from you. And now you're not replying to me. You are unreliable. So that is the common theme which is happening in the market now. But the truth is, these Chinese guys are not unreliable. They are just being practical. Because in China, business moves very fast. And if you don't show commitment after a few months, they assume that you are not serious and they move on. The earth still rotates, business still continues. So that's a general misunderstanding and why partnership actually fails. Communication.
Amazing, amazing. So with that, I would like to show a little clip here and see your reaction.
Every day is a new opportunity to create the life you desire. Believe in yourself, and you'll be unstoppable. Embrace challenges as the stepping stones to your dreams. The only limit is the one you set for yourself. Your potential is endless. Let it shine.
All right, your thoughts on that little commercial there?
Oh, that's a commercial. Who paid for that commercial?
What are your
Okay.
thoughts? Yeah.
My thoughts about it. Every day is a fresh day. We start from ground zero again, but of course, we are building on past experience.
Yeah.
Whatever negative things that happened yesterday, today is a fresh new day. We go out there, tackle the challenge, enjoy the day, because life is short. There's no point bothering on things we cannot control. We just focus on things that is within our control and try to make the best out of it. So that has always been my mantra to people. That's the mantra how I lead my life, and that's the advice that I give to younger people every time I meet up with them. Don't bother with things you cannot control.
Amazing, amazing. Good advice. Everybody should use that. And unfortunately, we're always busy and running around and we don't use that, but it's important news. All right, let's continue. Okay, now this is the part of the segment where tell us about you. Who is Thomas? What are you about? I know we kind of talked a little bit about that, but tell us your business and what you do. On your LinkedIn, you help companies unlock new markets, revenue, partnership in China and the Asia area. Tell us a little bit about that and what you do.
Do you have 5 hours for me?
Long.
Because it's a long story.
Well, you have about 12 minutes.
Okay, I'll try to speed up. Okay,
Okay.
basically, hello everyone. My name is Thomas Wen. Basically, I'm a Singaporean who has been living in China for the past 13 years. I'm based out of a city in Guangzhou. So professionally, I've been in sales and business development for 26 years. I'm the founder of 5 startups, and today I work as a business matching strategist, bridging business between China and Southeast Asia. So, what exactly does a business matching strategist do? Basically, I help companies and entrepreneurs from different markets understand each other and the market better and discuss new opportunities, facilitate new partnerships and channels so they can build real sustainable collaborations. I also sit on the board of 2 companies where I help guide their strategy and growth. In addition, I also mentor startups at 2 incubation bases here in Guangzhou, which is owned by the Chinese government, working closely with founders as they build and scale their business. And beyond business, I'm also the cultural and tourism ambassador for the city of Guangzhou. So I love sharing what Guangzhou has to offer from its history, culture, and to its fast-moving innovation and business opportunities. So
Amazing.
if you ever come to China, visit me in Guangzhou and I'll host you.
Oh yeah, I would love that. I would love that. You taught us a lot of things there. What was been a challenge from your experience in what you did there in terms of trading and also helping with the markets? Anything there that was a challenge for you in your years of doing that?
Oh, challenges. I can give you a 300 pages book.
We all have challenges, definitely. Well, but some
Okay.
stand out more than others, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I mentioned in the earlier part of the show, I'm a Singaporean Chinese. So I thought that going China to be easy because Chinese to Chinese, right?
Yeah.
I thought I understand the language. I thought the culture feels the same.
Yeah.
And I know some basic social cues. But the truth is, Singaporean Chinese also face real challenges in China. And I have definitely encountered them myself. For example, greetings can be tricky. In Singapore, hi, how are you? How's your day? In China, things are a bit more formal, especially in a professional setting. So you address people by their title.
Yeah.
For example, hello CEO, hello director, or sometimes their surname with a word general manager. So that's how we see. Then the other thing about challenge is terminology also can be a challenge. Even though I speak Mandarin, the business language is totally different. Certain words used in Singapore is not used in China. So I find myself being misinterpreted a lot of times.
Amazing.
Then there's also this social side. You think that dinners and banquets, in Singapore, when we go out entertain our clients, basically we just go to a Western restaurant, basically we order our things and we talk about business. But in China, when it comes to dinner, it's a huge part of building trust. So I remember early being in dinner where toasts are expected. So cheers, right? So in China, when you are doing this toasting around, there's certain rules with regards to toasting. For example, your cup shouldn't be higher than the host. And when you are toasting people, you should let the host do it first. And you should do it from people on the left rather than people around the table. So there's a lot of rules with regards to this, which I learned when I was there.
Amazing. I think Americans could learn from that as well. But it's amazing how all the cultures and the business and have like that. And you're saying that people are more, in terms of business, they're more like straightforward and they're serious about it, right? Here, you joke around and they're always silly a little bit. But that's interesting to know about that. That's awesome. Let me go on.
I just wanted to add one more to that
Yeah.
because in the Western world we always talk about this is not personal. There's nothing personal. It's purely business.
Yes.
So in China, business is personal. So we have to bring a different mindset when we engage them.
Okay, amazing. And there's a reaction. I don't think she put a comment, but Lily Fong, I think, is a connection with you. She just did a comment or a reaction there. So if you guys want to comment, also we have our guests here. Wonderful, Thomas.
Lily.
The
Good
connector.
morning.
Oh, all right, thank you for joining. Okay, there's a couple more here questions, and we'll be done. Let me go back and show you. Okay, who do you share your learnings with, and how do you pass them on?
Okay, I share my learnings in a few different ways depending on the audience and the context. Firstly, you might be aware I write daily on LinkedIn. I like to share what I've learned from my work, the partnerships that I involve, the patterns that I see in the Chinese market, Southeast Asia market, because I find that writing helps me clarify my thinking. It also allows me to reach out different people across the world, like yourself, who actually reach out to me to attend this show.
Yes.
And secondly, I participate in fire chats and panel discussions. I don't like to give talks, but I participate in fireside chats because I believe in interactivity. People can ask me questions based on what they want to know. So it's more productive that way. And last but not least, I did mention in the earlier part of the show that I mentor students and founders. I mentor at a tertiary institution called Nanyang Polytechnic in Singapore, working with students who are learning about entrepreneurship and business development. I'm also mentoring with an organization called Yes You Can. So Yes You Can is a British-based learning institute. So there I work with young professionals, aspiring entrepreneurs who want to grow their skills and build their confidence. And last but not least, I did mention that I mentor at incubation based on by Guangzhou government, which consists about 800 over companies.
Amazing. There are comments, but they're not showing up from LinkedIn. We have Sumya, who was on Zoom Party, the quiz show. He said, "Thank you for sharing these wonderful differences between China and Singapore. This is very helpful." We have Daniel Bateman here. This is changing now. only the cup really applies, they can be silly as well. So he's talking about the culture and that. We really need a Chinese team to get business over the line here. So amazing. So yeah, these are the comments there. There's so many. Kenneth as well. Jackie's here, but for some reason they're not populating. They're only on YouTube. So if you guys want to go on YouTube, do the comments there, and we'll comment later as well. We have Alex C. You missed the important ginger. So he's talking about the ginger earlier from with the food over that, and yeah, those are the comments there. Let me go ahead and continue. We're almost done. I think there's one more question there. And this one right here, I ask for everybody. Okay. If I were to create a product or a concept to benefit the humanity, what would Thomas want to create that has not been created already? 66 people ahead of you have all said different wonderful answers. On the 100th episode, we're going to highlight those. So, what would you want to create that hasn't been created already?
I would probably create a device that doesn't require oil, that doesn't require electricity for us to run our electrical devices.
Oh,
So-
amazing.
So
Okay.
it could be converting carbon dioxide to energy. I'm
Uh-huh.
not too sure whether it's available in the market, but I thought that is probably very meaningful because we are facing global warming issues. And inventions like this could help the world slow down global warming issues.
Oh, that's interesting. Nobody said that before. So use devices without oil or electricity and make it that. And so maybe use water or what would you use to make them move, you know?
Could be air, could be water, could be wind.
Uh-huh.
Wind,
Oh.
wind, I think that's available. I think could be air, carbon dioxide, like I mentioned.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Awesome. All right. We are about to end the program. I do appreciate you being on the program. We got to learn a little bit about you, about China, about what you do. Last closing thoughts that you'd like to tell our audience?
Enjoy your day out there. Whatever trouble that is bothering you, they are just temporary. As long as your mindset is in the right place, you can achieve great things.
Amazing. Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of people, when they're in that state at the moment, you have to make sure your mindset is when you're in a certain situation. People don't think about that, and I'm guilty. Everybody is, and so when you have that, you need to really figure out how you can change it, and that's amazing, amazing thought there about you. I appreciate you being on the program. Thank you, Thomas. You are number
Thank you,
6.
everyone.
You will always be number 67. You are the 67th guest on the program. And any last minute, anything else you'd like to say and add?
Just have a great day.
All right, then. That was it. Let me play the outro. Guys, be back with us this Sunday at 12 Eastern. We have Melanie Richards, a wonderful lady in New York area who I connected with, and she'll be great on the program. Thank you for all the guests. Too bad we weren't able to see your comments in the stream here, but they're on there, and we're going to comment on you there, and Thomas will share the stream as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the outro. Stay with me here, and we will see you back on Sunday in a couple of days. All right, guys, stay with me, Thomas.